Hi everyone, Shabbat Shalom. So here's your Shabbat story for this week. Remember first, before we start, that before our time, everybody pretty much lived in small, tiny cities. Nobody lived in a big place like Los Angeles. And so when something exciting happened, it was really exciting for the entire town, not just the person who the exciting thing happened to. And the entire town would come out to celebrate, which was just amazing. And this is a story of one of those celebrations. So it's a very exciting time for the town. They're having a big party, and the mayor of the town decides to put up in the town square a large barrel, huge, 10 foot by 10 foot. And he instructs everyone in the town to spend the week bringing their finest juice to add to the barrel. So all week long, you can see people patiently waiting in line, going up the ladder, pouring their juice in, coming back down the ladder. And just everywhere you went in the town, the buzz was about the amazing party that was going to happen at the end of the week. So finally the day comes and everyone's waiting with anticipation, and the mayor makes this huge deal about dramatically climbing up the ladder and peeking inside and then climbing back down and then going to the base. And the mayor is about to open and turn the nozzle, and everyone is holding their breath. And then as he turns the nozzle, out of the barrel into the jug comes the most deeply purple juice that you've ever seen. You could actually smell the scent of the grapes even if you weren't in the front. Like 10 people back could smell how strong and potent the juice was. But instead of everyone being really excited, there started to be this nervous whispering, this sort of anxiousness amongst the group, and that sort of like, oh, are you gonna say it? Are you gonna say it? Energy. And the mayor, finally stood up and said, like, well, what's wrong? I thought everyone was gonna be so excited. I mean, look at this incredible thing that we've created. And finally somebody piped up and said, I gotta be honest, like, I'm just a little surprised because I don't have a lot right now. And so I didn't put juice in the barrel. I just put water in. And then another person said the same thing, and another person, and another person. And finally, what the mayor realized is that everyone was so shocked because they had been expecting the juice to come out a very light, faint purple. But you guys know how I always say that if a miracle happens, you should look and see where the people were and what people did to create that miracle. And in this situation, that's the case. Just as there were people in the community that didn't have as much to give, who were only able to put water in, so too are there people who had a lot more than they needed, and they were able to give more. And that's why the juice ended up coming out such a deep, vibrant purple. Now, you might be thinking, this is a weird story to tell in these circumstances because, number one, the thought of communal grape juice right now is kind of gross. Number two, we're not supposed to be gathering to celebrate things. But I actually feel like it's the perfect story for this Shabbat, and I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. One is that it is oftentimes our instinct to not share what we have, even if we have plenty for ourselves. Especially in difficult times, our instinct can be to sort of protect what is most important to us, protect those in our family. And we need to change that instinct, because those of us who have resources, and whatever kind of resources they may be, to give, we need to remind ourselves that there are people out there that really need those resources as much, if not more than us. And the second reason is that I know that the last week has really changed our idea of what it means to celebrate things or to be together in community. And I think many of us have sort of jumped on board with this new normal. But it's okay to acknowledge that this isn't normal, that this is very unusual, and that our normal ways of celebrating and being together have really shifted right now in a way that feels unsettling. And so, please remember, if that's the way you're feeling, that all of the clergy at KI are always here for you. And that, we are going to get back to a day when we can come together in our town square, so to speak, and celebrate together. And until then, we're just going to find really unique and creative ways of being together. And I would say maybe sharing a virtual shared grape juice. And so that's why I picked this story for tonight. I hope you enjoy it. I'm wishing everybody a Shabbat that brings them some sense of peace, even if it's only for maybe 2 minutes, and many days ahead of health and calm. Shabbat Shalom.